Good morning, it's time for a cup of joe.
I wanna be a cup of joe, the first sip in the morning.
Well, you guys all seem to really like the comments videos, and I enjoyed making them, so I think I won't be doing as many as I have this week. I've just been trying to catch up with everything I missed. But I'm thinking about doing maybe like a once a week thing, like maybe on Fridays, and it's Friday, so here's another one.
Cup of joe.
So I asked in one of my videos what you guys thought about the quality of my videos. Should I tone down my persona maybe in my radical whatever videos? And especially what about the camera quality, because I'm just using my laptop, so the video camera kind of sucks. So should I get a better, upgrade to a better camera, or spend some money, or stay minimalist as possible? What should I do? What do you think? And the overwhelming majority of you said that you didn't mind the camera how it is, that maybe just keep things the way they are because, hey, it's working, right? The 22726 says, the quality really doesn't make a difference to me. In fact, I like that it's simple in keeping with your ethos. Anyway, I only have a phone, not a computer. I also enjoy both the zany radical living, they make me laugh and think, and your more chilled out cup of joe. I think you come across as authentic in both. By the way, this is the best Q&A video I have ever seen. Really? Thank you. You have really brought everyone into the conversation so naturally. That's what I like about doing these. Like when I would just type up the comments on your comments, I don't know, I like doing this because it brings everyone into the conversation. So, you're not going to go through old videos and like read through the comments, obviously. And it almost feels like we're hanging out. Like people can comment below on this video, and I don't know. I like it. It's a good community builder, right? Now, Lady of the Valley says, I understand that if you have less time and get more subscribers in the course of time, making a video like this comment video, is more effective and convenient. Nevertheless, replying to comments personally creates more of a bond with your viewers, and I would feel you'd taken more of an effort to reach out. Maybe a combination is an idea if you have the time to do it. That is a good point, and I do still want to sometimes comment on your comments, but I just thought this was a better way of getting it all together quicker, and it's kind of more interesting for you guys, I think. So there were a lot of comments saying just keep the camera how it is, and I'm not going to go through and read them all because that would just, it's not necessary. Now there were a lot of you guys saying that it's fine keeping the camera how it is, it matches my simple way of living, which is so true, and there were a couple people who said don't upgrade to a better camera unless you feel like you need to, or that's where you want to take the direction of your channel. And this made me think that's a good point. Like, what is the direction of my channel? Is it better to upgrade to get the message out there, the message of minimalism, these other messages I'm trying to spread of radical living and intentional living? But I think for me right now, it's not necessarily. I'm happy the way things are. I am happy with you guys. I'm happy with the audience size I have. If it's just us hanging out forever, that's fine with me.
Cup of joe.
Loretta Calling says, you're walking your talk with this minimalist recording technique. Also, they're not hard to watch, and your sassy delivery needs no polishing. Before you get into the agent, personal stylist, and Hollywood lighting, can we keep you like this for as long as possible? I know we're selfish. Yes, you know what, Loretta, you can keep me like this for a while longer, as far as I'm concerned.
Cup of joe.
Amy Stickmuse says, haha, you made me laugh at the casket comment. I talked about not wanting to be buried in like an expensive casket, but why not just like a wood box? She says, I've been trying to get my son to build a bookshelf casket. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I want to use my bookcase casket now, maybe even art it up, and then repurpose it as a casket when I die, but my son is horrified. LOL, but I feel that I want to keep it simple, cheap, and easy for everyone when I die, and I also want a simple metal crucifix instead of a big expensive concrete headstone. My family thinks I'm crazy. That's awesome. What a great idea. A casket bookshelf. That'd be a great reminder, too, that you're going to die someday every time you see your casket bookshelf. It might keep that in mind. That's amazing. And your family's right. You are crazy, but that's what it's all about, right? We are crazy.
Cup of joe.
Amy Stickmuse 1 also says, BTW, I am 61 years young and quite late to minimalism. Well, that's awesome. That is so cool. And it just goes to show that no matter where you are in life, it's never too late to start on minimalism. Thank you, Amy.
Cup of joe.
Lydia Brown says, the quality of your videos is just fine. I like your quirkiness. Don't change. By the way, do you have only one coffee cup, the one with the sailboat? How do you deal with one towel? When it gets dirty, what do you dry with? And yes, the answer to that is yes, I do only have this one coffee mug. And I mean, there's more in the house, like Aaron has one, there's some others for guests, but we try to keep it 1 per 1, so each person has 1 plate, 1 bowl, 1 cup, etc. So yeah, this is my one coffee mug.
Cup of joe.
Catherine Murphy says, I just watched the end of your video where I was sorting clothes, and I'm not sure if you just sorted the bins into girl pants and boy pants or whatever, but we sorted ours into size and gender. So what I was doing is I decided that maybe we should just try to not hang on to the gender clothes, so like get rid of all like the super pink Daddy's Little Princess clothes and just hang on to plain clothes that we could use for both boys and girls. So I found that 2 good questions to ask myself and my husband were, if we had another boy, would we want him to wear this, and are baby socks actually used? That's so true. Baby socks come off all the time. If you've had babies, like seriously, they pull them off, they fall off. What is the point of baby socks? They're ridiculous. Matthew Janernall says, like this vid cuz, keep it up fam. Also, it had absolutely nothing to do with this channel, but my I Challenge You video is great. Please make it go viral. Back me up here, Joe. To which I said, haha, YouTube marked this comment as likely spam, and I can see why. To which he replied, LOL, that didn't sound much like you were backing me up. To which I say, I challenge you! Lydia Brown says, hey, you did not answer my question. How does a minimalist like you deal with 1 bath towel? If it's dirty, what do you dry with? I have 3 towels. Okay. That's creepy because I hadn't gotten that far in my comments, so my whole point of doing it in this video is to say, hey, yes, I did pay attention, but I didn't answer your question about bath towels, only the one about the mug, and you didn't mention that in this comment. That's weird. But let's see if Bale Mariella answers my question. Lydia, just wash your towel and use it again. It doesn't have to sit around in the hamper overnight. That's what I do. Yep, that's pretty much it. I do not shower that often. Once a week at best. So I simply will just wash it between that time or let it dry or whatever. So it's always dry. I do not shower daily. But I can see how if you did shower daily, 1 towel would be tricky, you're right. Bale Mariella says, I was looking online for a Catholic vegan minimalist group. Maybe some kind of offshoot of Carmelites, but I'm not finding one. I think we need to get that started. Also, I agree you would look good with the glasses update. You have a kind of 90s look going on there. Not a bad thing. I had glasses like that all through grade school. LOL. LOL indeed. Okay, I got these glasses like fairly recently. I thought they were cool, but apparently I'm rocking the 90s look. Look like a... whatever. It's all good. As for a Catholic vegan minimalist group, that sounds awesome. However, I am not vegan yet, but maybe a group like this would help me become vegan. Jacob Erickson says, so you don't believe Jesus was born a virgin? What a relief. You have to really be a nutcase if you believe in that story. Well, I don't know what said to make you think that I don't believe he was born a virgin, but I do, so call me a nutcase. Karen, is that Karen? Are you Karen? Karen says, love this style of video and how you embrace your uniqueness. That's why we follow you, no pretending. We need more real people, so keep the round glasses. Ha! That's 1 more vote for the roundies. Roundies? I don't know why I call them that, but okay. Pandy Vibe says, I saw a minimalist on here that had a type of sandal that he could run, and I think they're called Zero shoes. What is your opinion on those? Oh my gosh, yes. Zero shoes are awesome. I'm on my 2nd pair of Zero shoes. Not that there was anything wrong with the first one. I just broke them because I was being an idiot. But I have a pair of Zero shoes, and Erin also has a different. I've had 2 different styles. She has one that I didn't have. We love all of them. Zero shoes are awesome. Zero shoes are basically like sandals that are just super thin to make it feel almost like you're just barefoot. And yeah, you can run in them. You can do anything. They're great. Kim Kelly says, I live in New Zealand. You may never have heard the expression girl gets herself pregnant, but it has been a common one here. God, like what? Well, I'm sorry to hear that because that is terrible. You can't just say a girl gets herself pregnant. I mean, yeah, she's half the equation, but she will occurs. Men are doing it too, you know. Harib088 says, I like your videos a lot, however, I am not a native English speaker, so understanding the fast-forwarded questions was kinda hard. Okay, so that makes sense, so I will hopefully try to tone that down. Hopefully, like I just have to hope for it, whatever. Haley Flesser says, if you ask your wife to watch Earthlings with you, she will get very interested in ethical eating. Love your videos. That might be true, and she is already interested in ethical eating, I think, in theory, but yeah, that might work. John Holman says, it's not right to throw out your grandmother's stuff. That is stealing. That's in response to a girl who was talking about living with her grandma, and like, what do you do? Her grandma's like a hoarder with all this stuff. I don't know if she's a hoarder, but you know. And I suggested maybe just throwing away a few things that she's not going to even notice are gone. Ruby Roberts says, haha, I love your sneakiness. I have snuck some of my son's toys out. Just the cheap, nasty stuff that he never plays with. He never notices. I know people think it's wrong, but these people probably haven't lived with a pack rat. It is really easy to judge others when they don't fully understand. Life is complex. I think these things can be done with sensitivity and compassion. I've done that too. Oh my gosh. Aaron's mom will take my kids out to get like Happy Meals, which really makes me mad, but we're not going to go there. And they always bring back these toys, and that night when they're in bed, those toys are thrown in the trash instantly. And guess what? They never notice. They never mention them again. So I can see why you'd think like, oh my gosh, just taking someone's stuff and getting rid of it. That's terrible. That's wrong. But it's different when you know that they won't notice it and that they don't need it and have a problem and just have, yeah, you're helping them, I think, in a way. And I was only telling her to maybe do this, especially if it's at her house that she and her grandma live in, because I think it's different when it's your space. Like we've had people live with us who bring all this stuff, and I have stuff. My garage still has stuff from people who lived here. So, I mean, when it's your space and I say give them their room and say keep all your stuff in there, and if they can't, maybe you just need to start moving it along. I don't know, but hey, you gotta decide, you gotta decide if you think that's right or wrong. Maybe I'm a terrible person, and sometimes I say you gotta do what you gotta do. Finding a Way says, do you ever make videos with Erin? It would be fun to see her point of view. Also, how would you handle a relative with an extreme pack rat situation? If you know when they move on to heaven, you are the one who will be in charge of it. They are very much alive and able as of this moment. No, Erin and I have never made a video together, though I've told her that some of you have been requesting it, so I was thinking that maybe we could do like a Q&A with Erin and me. So if you guys want to post questions that you would like to ask Erin about maybe being married to a minimalist or whatever, I'd say post those. Might as well just go ahead and post them here now. And maybe questions for me too about being married to a non-minimalist, so then I can ask her the questions about her and she can ask the questions directed towards me. So yeah, leave comments for me and Erin to have a discussion about. Maybe we'll see what happens. As for a relative who's a pack rat and you're gonna have to go through their stuff when they die and you're not looking forward to that, I don't know what the answer is, truthfully. Like, what should we do with these people? I found it fun, and maybe, I don't know if anyone would ever be open to this, but I think it's fun to just help people declutter and help people get rid of stuff. Like, I've done it with people. If you could either, I've gone through people's stuff for them and they didn't watch, they didn't even want to see what I was doing. They're just just do it, just get rid of it. And then there's been people who want to be part of the process, and it's a fun thing. So if you can turn them on at all to simple living, or not even just simple living or minimalism, but just decluttering, and say, hey, let's get rid of some of this junk that you don't use, and then really offer that you are willing to help. Don't make it just you should get rid of some of this, but just say, hey, let's pick a day and I can come over and we can put on some music and have some good food and then just go through some stuff together and just see what we can get rid of. So it's hard to make people change the way they're living. It's impossible to make them, obviously. So I would say just offer your services, and even if they don't take to it right away, just keep offering it. Every once in a while say, hey, if you ever want to go through that stuff, I'd be more than willing to help you. And Sarah, the girl who was originally the commenter, says, thank you, Shoeless Joe, for your help. Sorry my comment was so long. I have little by little taken things out of the house and Graham is a lot happier. Seriously, I've had comments that it's not right to do that approach and I'm not donating things that she uses on a regular basis or has sentimental value. Graham has never been more on board with me on decluttering her stuff. She did 3 bags all by herself. By darn, that is a start on her part. Now, books, however, that's a thing I will have to tackle in the craft room, but she is a lot happier. She really is. That's awesome, Sarah. So yeah, there is progress. That's great. Sirius the Cat says, to the commenter about the possessions from loved ones after they die, another minimalist YouTuber did a great video about this. Her name is Sprout and Blossom, and this is the video. Hope that this is me giving you the link. Hopefully I remember to give you the link. Hope it works. Casey Snyder says, I like your round glasses and I really enjoy the Cup of Joe inserts. Thank you. That's one more for the glasses. And I'm glad you enjoy the Cup of Joe inserts because I was wondering if they're annoying or if people like them or what. So I'm glad you appreciate them. Oh, so I was talking about zero waste and how I'm just overwhelmed by all the ways we need to fix our lives, like become vegetarian or vegan or do zero waste, become minimalist. There's so many ways that, yeah. And Harriet Combs says, I feel the same with getting overwhelmed by all the facets of living intentionally, and I have no answers. Haha. I haven't fully immersed myself in any particular facet, but I have taken baby steps in lots of them. Decluttering but not minimalist, almost vegan, and have given up plastic bags, straws, etc. I'm nowhere near close to an actual label like minimalist or vegan or zero waste, but I'm making small changes gradually, and maybe one day I'll get there. And that is a great point, Harriet, and that is something I am terrible at. Like, I am just such a all or nothing person, so it's hard for me to say I'm moving towards vegetarianism or veganism, or I'm moving towards zero waste. Which is why being a minimalist worked well for me, because I could do it all. That was something I could easily just say I'm getting rid of all this, and yeah. But you're right, that is often an easier way to do these things, is to just start living more and more how you think we should live, and then maybe hopefully eventually you'll get there. But I'm just I want to be there, or I just want to not be there. It's what? Oh, I can't go vegan? Fine, I'm just gonna eat a steak every day, or what? No. But yeah, I do some of these things. I try to avoid the plastic bags and stuff, but no. Thank you. I do need to keep that in mind. Small steps. And I think that is a great note to end on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below any questions you'd like me to answer in future videos, and let me know any questions you want me and Aaron to ask each other and discuss while we do our first ever me and Aaron video. Wouldn't that be a good time? So let me know what you want us to talk about. This has been your Cup of Joe.
I want to be your cup of Joe. First sip in the morning. You get your
Love you, bye.